What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about BCHG, the Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust for Mr. Nathan O.J. Alas, I don't know, man. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's something like that, right? Looking at the charts here, you've got some bearish divergence, but you did come down today. Your divergence formed all the way back here, and you've gone past where the divergence formed. It's arguable, and I know yesterday looks kind of bullish, but really you only closed 0.5% in the green. What's bullish is that you went all the way down and had the recovery that you did. I say all the way down. How much did you go down? I mean, like from the previous day, from that last Friday, you went down 11%. I guess, okay, that's somewhat significant. Very bullish looking RSI. It looks deceivingly bearish, but really what you have here, if you take the RSI away, is you've got this like flat top with ascending lows. That's a really nice structure to have, and it looked like you were breaking it, but it was like a fake breakout. That's kind of adding a little bit of momentum to the fire. No volume right now. I think when the volume comes in, you will see the direction that this wants to go, whether it's down or up, but I think it's going to be up. I actually think Bitcoin Cash is getting ready for a move up in itself, so what's good for Bitcoin Cash is probably going to be good for BCHG. You know, they're not always one-to-one like that, but like for example, right, BCHG is all the way up here above its yearly highs. Bitcoin Cash is still well below its yearly highs, but they do more or less move together. What's good for BCH is good for BCHG normally. Yeah, the daily RSI, again, it looks like it's concerning, but I think this is a lie. I think this bearish divergence has already played out. Really, it's holding levels up here. It hasn't dropped. Like it looks strong, and it looks like it wants to see another move up. Where will you go? Top to bottom here. Look at that, man. That's beautiful. Yeah. You're like holding the 1272 for support, ping-ponging off the 1414 as well. You're going up. I mean, you're sitting at 370 right now. You're probably going to see 455 really soon, if not higher, man. This thing is pretty explosive. It could move all the way up above $5. It's possible. But the 1618, I would kind of, you know, you have consolidated. You've checked back a little bit here, sure. But I would think that once you make this move up, you might have a more like significant pullback, you know, and maybe you go all the way back to the 886, something like that. Like you really could, you really absolutely could, sometime this month, and then going into next year, you could start this like drop to the downside. Let me get this going here. Sorry, I don't know if I lost connection there or not, but I would think that you find a little bit of resistance in this area. If not, that's the highest I'd give it. I doubt you see deeper extensions than that, right? But who knows, man? Who knows? This thing is explosive, that's for sure. 455. 455 is where I think you're going. And maybe you break out this week, maybe you break out next week. Who knows? Let's look at this thing on the weekly, speaking of which. Weekly RSI is also pretty strong. You've been overbought for a little while, but pretty strong. It looks like bearish divergence, but I don't think it is. I don't think this is bearish divergence at all. All the more reason, though, that when you do make this next move up, you probably do revert back to like your support line here, right? And that could take you below $3. So just be prepared for that. Previous area of resistance here, previous area of resistance here. You could find support somewhere in this little range, right? Somewhere in there between 240 and 278. Looks like you found support right on 278, resistance right there before. So, and you closed a week right down here, and you found resistance right here as well. So I would bet a little bit more of a move up, and then probably down if I really had to guess with BCHG. And where is it going? Again, probably in that like 455 area. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hard to say. Because looking at it like this, I would kind of think you're actually making a way up here at about $8 to $11.77. It really depends, man. See, if BCHG was to move up here to the 618 like this, to the 61869 area, Bitcoin Cash would have to be above $400. It would have to be. There'd have to be something bullish. And I guess it doesn't have to be, right? Bitcoin Cash has been lagging while BCHG's been moving up. But I would assume that if we saw this kind of move, and it is possible, it is, like, especially looking at it like this, man, it is possible. I would think Bitcoin Cash would be above $400. Not just above 300, but above 400. 2272, all the way right there at the 618, lines up with it really well. I don't know, man. It's really hard to say. You're either going to still perform well and go to 455, see like a nice 22% pump by the end of this month, or maybe you pump like 100 to 200%, maybe by the end of this month, or maybe just before the halving, something like that. And then you would probably get your correction. So it's kind of interesting, kind of curious to see. I think it depends on BCH. I think that's really what it would depend on. So I'm going to make another video for Bitcoin Cash here after this one. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to do so. But all in all, things look bullish right now, man. I do think regardless of what it does, like if it does come back to the support line or not, when that happens, I think in the more immediate term, we've got higher prices to go. I think it's chilling right now, and it's getting ready to go up more. So that's all I got for you. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like, hit that like button, the thumbs up button, whatever, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.